Hey guys, so this is my first video log ever. So if it's kind of rough, I'm sorry, but what do you expect from my very first video log? I'll get the hang of it as we go. But I just felt compelled to make my first video log, especially on the topic I'm going to talk about, because I think that this is something really important and it's things that people tend to struggle with a lot. So now to get to that topic. So the topic I want to talk about is basically when you fall off the wagon from your goals in terms of a physical goal, like your physique. You're trying to change your physique. You're trying to get in shape. Whatever your goal is for yourself physically. That's what I want to touch base on. I'm just gonna go ahead and use myself as an example and put my business out there because that's what this is all about. So I woke up at 4 in the morning. I had all my food planned out the night before. I went to go train because I knew I had a long day ahead of me. I had to work all day. And then after that, I was going to a baseball game with some friends and coworkers. So I had all my food. I brought it all with me. Everything was perfect, on point. And then we got to the game. And when we got there, I call it a fuck it moment. It's where you're just like, fuck it, I'm eating. So that's exactly what I did. I had Philly cheesesteak, I had some nachos, I had some drinks. None of this stuff was accounted for in my macros. So with that being said, I lived in the moment. I just embraced the moment and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do this. So I did it. And today, being the day after, I kind of woke up with a little bit of regret, a little bit of not liking myself for the choices that I made, and knowing that, I have a few setbacks now physically because I made this decision last night to have a fuck it moment. So I just wanted to talk about that because I know a lot of people struggle with that. For me, I do follow a flexible dieting approach. I really do. But one thing I'm struggling with is I'm an all or nothing person. So either it's 100% on point or I just don't do it. That's basically me. And with flexible dieting, it's flexible in terms of your food and stuff like that. But personally, I still kind of put limitations on myself. Not limitations in regards to the types of food I eat, because that's something that I pretty much conquered. But limitations on being too structured, and being too structured to the point to where I'm limiting my life. And what I mean by limiting my life is that I'm not living for spontaneousness, I guess you can say, because I try to plan everything out. And I mean, that's great. I mean, that's a great thing that I have, but in the sense of it becoming an issue for, not just like not letting go of the structure and just kind of planning to be unstructured, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is, if I can go back and do it all over again from last night, just kind of reflecting, what I would have done is I would have planned my 2 meals. So before I trained, after I trained, and then I went through work, and then whatever I decided to eat that night, I would have put it in my Macros Plus app and then calculated it and still enjoyed myself. Because a lot of people think that, especially people that don't really live the type of lifestyle that I live, is that I'm very like disciplined, on point. This is what I eat. That's it. She always has her food. You know, don't get nothing for her because she's just that person. You know, that one person that general population just doesn't understand, or they think you're just inhuman and you hate food, which is not the case for me. I am seriously morbidly obese at heart. Seriously. But yeah, I just, looking back, that's what I would have done. This is something that a lot of people deal with. A lot of people are too structured, or they're too restrictive. Even with flexible dieting, you could still be too restrictive on yourself, not only in the sense of food you're eating. So if you want to eat like very, I guess, clean base, for a lack of a better term, people do that. Or like myself, you try to be too structured. You try to plan everything out, and you're not really prepared for the curveballs life throws at you, or events where you're going out with friends, families, coworkers, or any of that. You're just not prepared. So with that being said, I just kind of wanted to talk about like my journey, and just let it be known I'm a real person at the end of the day. I do have faults. I do mess up sometimes. But the important thing is with these mess ups, yeah, the next day I'm just like, oh God, why did I do that? But it's something I'm working on. And the important thing is that you don't quit. You know, you have a slip up every now and again. Now, I'm not talking like a slip up every single weekend, because that's not a slip up. That's just, I don't know. That's just not a slip up in my book. That is just, you know, thinking that the weekends doesn't count, which every day counts, especially when you're trying to hit a goal that deals with your physique, with lifting, things like that, or just living like a healthy lifestyle, flexible lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. You can't quit. So, of course, I had a slip up. I've been trying to cut weight for, this would be my 13th week. So, my numbers haven't really moved much. I've been responding very, very, very well, which I'm so thankful for. I've been doing minimal cardio, just HIIT cardio. I've been doing 2 sessions, 5 intervals, and then I have my regular macros, and then I have my high day macros. A bulk of my physical activity comes from weight training, not cardio. I'm not a cardio person. I don't have time for negativity like that in my life. But yeah, I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to get back on the wagon again and just kind of refocus, regroup, because we get complacent, and you know, you have those fucking moments because you're just kind of complacent and you haven't really prepared for it. But I'm not going to get on the topic of complacentness, because I'll be here for another 20-30 minutes talking about it. And I know a lot of people, they're interested like in what you're saying and your personal experience, especially when it comes to like weight loss and journeys like that. But I just don't want my first video log to be just bullshit, like where people are like, God damn, shut the fuck up. So yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that. I will make more video logs. This one is a little rough, so don't judge me, okay? It's a little rough, and the more I do, the better I'll get. And I'll just be talking about like things that I've experienced throughout my journey of cutting weight training, all that stuff. So I hope you all like it. One thing you'll learn while watching these videos is I'm a real raw person. I curse a lot. That's just me. So, well, if you guys watched it and you got something good out of this, thank you. All I want to do is inspire people, and I just want people to realize that we're human at the end of the day. We're not robots. So that's it, guys. Until next time.